Well, hello, everybody. I hope that we are streaming to you well. We finally got all our technical difficulties worked out. I'm Linda.
And I'm Carl.
Oh, that's Carl.
Oh, yes.
And guess what today is? It is... Yay! I think things are working. I hope things are working.
Friday.
Let us know in the comments if you're watching us live right now, if you can hear us. We're streaming okay. I think we are. We worked out some technical difficulties this morning with Facebook and Ecamm, which is what we use. And it was just a ridiculous morning, so I apologize for being late, but here we are, and I see Denise is telling us good morning, so that must mean that we're broadcasting live to you okay, and things are coming over. Welcome in. Today is Friday, March 15th. This is episode, I believe, 57 of the Fab Friday broadcast. We are coming to you live from Palm Springs, California, at the Colourwerx Design House here today, this morning, after we worked everything out. Finally live. Yes. And the very first thing that I want to talk about is I want to shout out and say thank you to everybody who came to the Desert Guild's Quilt Show, March 1st and 2nd. We really appreciated you guys there. This is a local, regional, or local show that's put on by 3 guilds in the area, Coachella Valley Quilt Guild, the Cactus Sewable Quilt Guild, and the Past Patchers. It was really well attended. It was a great show, March 1st and 2nd. Lots of beautiful quilts. And I just want to shout out to everybody who came out to Palm Springs and visited our booth, and everybody else, that it was, we really appreciated you guys coming by. I see also Mary Harlow is checking in from Santa Margarita. Thank you,
Good
Mary,
morning,
and thank you, Denise, for letting us know everything is coming over well to you. So with that said, we're going to update you today on some news. We've got lots of different events happening over the next month that I'll be involved in, and Carl will be monitoring and doing technical things for. Our first thing, though, we're going to do some personal updates. So let's talk about, well, Coco. Coco is recuperating, our Chiweenie. So Coco suffered what they call cherry eye. There she is. So Coco, the office manager, is a little under the weather today. If you don't know what cherry eye is, you'll see a picture of it on the screen there. It's really a malfunction, if I can say, or a weakening of the third eyelid of that the dogs have. And their third eyelid creates tears. Who knew that dogs had a third eyelid, of all things? And what happened with Coco, it's a genetic thing. So it's usually passed on through generations. But the muscle weakens and it starts to protrude out like you saw in that picture. And so she had to undergo surgery yesterday to have that little muscle tucked back in, because if you don't, then it usually protrudes out and starts impairing the vision more and more and more. We can check in with Coco Cam and see there she is, Coco Cam. She's feeling a little under the weather. She's actually feeling a little sorry for herself, as they do, because she has the cone of shame on right now, and she's learning how to manipulate that. Unfortunately, she's got to wear...
I was going to say, she looks very... This is not a still picture.
Yeah.
This is actually video. She's actually decided to fall asleep.
Yes. Well, she's actually... And she's feeling a little sorry, like dogs do sometimes when they wear the little cone, because they have to figure out how to walk with it and talk with it and stuff. Yeah. But there she is. So Coco is recuperating. She's doing really well. She came through the surgery great. She's eating fine. Everything's great. She's just, doesn't like the cone, but she's got to wear it for 2 weeks. So we hope that Carl and I survive that, if I can say it like that.
We'll be wearing them.
Yes. Well, we did. We kind of like wore one around the house to try to get her used to seeing us in it. So the other thing going on at the Design House is we're currently in the process, or going to be in the process in the next couple of months, of remodeling bathrooms. Many of you guys probably saw this post that went up with this amazing black and white tile that we were going to use in the second bathroom to match those great towels that go there. And, as luck would have it, we looked at this tile, we bought this tile, we had it all ready to go. And,
the tile guy ready to go.
And the tile guy ready to go. And guess what happened? Carl and Linda changed their minds 3 days before the tile guy showed up. And we ended up going to this tile. What we realized if you go back to that other picture, Carl, is we realized that we were spending a tremendous amount of money on the floor tile only. So we wanted to really put the money more towards the back part of that bathtub, which is what you see from the hallway. So this is the tile we have now chosen. I'm going to get a sample of it here for you. And it's a great tile. We found it on Wayfair, and it actually came in all these, I'm trying to do this without dropping them, amazing colors. So we were trying out the orange and then the mint color here, which is like a light blue. There's even a black and white. But we went with the mint color because it's a little bit more soothing. And of course, that will make more of an impact at the on the back part of the bathtub versus it all going on the floor. And then you cover up the floor with, carpets and rugs and things like that. So we're going to do just a nice marbled kind of white on the floor with a little gray vein through it, and then let this one, the mint color, be the star of the bathroom. But what's interesting, here we go again about getting inspiration for quilt blocks from different areas. This is a great little quilt block. This is an orange peel cut in half, and you could put like them together and create this like amazing little quilt going on.
You could rotate one.
Well, yeah, you could, I guess, like that. Is that what you're saying? So here we go. Inspiration. If you're looking for inspiration for your next quilting project or want to create a block, go to your tile store, take some pictures of amazing tiles, and then head off to the paint store, gather some paint chips for a new color palette for your quilt, and voila, you've got a new block, a new color palette to start creating quilting from, and it's fabulous. Inspiration everywhere. So that's the news on the house and Coco at this point. That's the personal news as we catch you up on our first official Fab Friday back after a year, so to speak, because last month didn't count because we had...
That was a fiasco.
That was a fiasco. We had technical difficulties on that one as well.
Thank you, Facebook.
Now we're going to move on to some other big announcements because there's lots of things going on. This is International Quilting Weekend or National Quilting Weekend. I had no idea. But our good friends over at the Quilt Show are actually doing a giveaway that I wanted to share with you. So as you know that I went on the Quilt Show about 2 years ago. My episode is up there with Ricky and Alex. It was great fun. And if you hop over to www.thequiltshow.com, at the very top of that page, you can enter the International Quilting Weekend Contest. And they are giving away this amazing Kay Fawcett Bernina that you see on the screen here. They are also giving away 6 or 7 other gift baskets full of things, all in recognition of International Quilting Weekend here. So head over to www.thequiltshow.com and you can see their logo there, and you can enter in. You don't even have to be a subscriber to the Quilt Show. Anybody can enter. So we wanted to put that out there as well. The other thing that's going on before I talk about a new on-demand class that I have is I'm involved with a Creative Spark online learning platform, and I'm super honored to be part of the lineup for a new event coming up in May called Layered and Stitched. It's an art quilting stitching event that you can actually register for now. It's on May 17th and 18th. Your registration will include both days. There's going to be 14 of us presenting, 14 amazing teachers presenting different ways of embellishing, stitching, creating art on your quilt, so to speak, with stitches or embroidery or things of that nature. And so when you register through Creative Spark, you actually get access to both days. So it'll be a virtual event. You can join us in the comfort of your own home, in your pajamas if you wish. And of course, if you'd like to find out more information, you can see all the speakers on the screen there. So if you want to find out more information, just head over to Colourwerx.com, our website. On the front page, you can click a link to get more information there. And also, if you click the link from Colourwerx, you can save $20 off your registration fee. So, or you can use the code that you see on the screen, ART24LINDA, when you register, and that will also save you $20 off the registration fee. Your registration fee will get you, like I said, into both days, access, and I believe you'll also get a swag bag. They're giving away a lot of things here with C&T, and you'll have access, I believe, for a week or 2 weeks later too, in case that you can't be there for both days. It's a wonderful event, layered and stitched, May 17th and 18th, that I'm super honored to be part of. I'll be talking and posting more about it, but it's for anybody who's looking to up their game in the art quilting department, or just looking for other ways of embellishing or texturizing your quilts with art kind of stitches and things like that. So where am I going next, Carl?
ModTV.
I think I'm going to my new online on-demand class. So speaking of Creative Spark Online, I actually have 2 on-demand workshops. And what that means is that you can sign up for these workshops. You can take them at your own pace. You get full lifetime access to these workshops. These make wonderful gifts for people if you are looking to give somebody, a quilter, a gift. And maybe they're a beginning quilter. I have my mini Mod Dog class up there, and my newest one is the Slash and Sew Mod TV. This just went live, or launched, if you will, about a week and a half ago. And so I'm going to play the trailer for you really quickly and then show you some other things. Hi everyone, I'm Linda Sullivan from Colourwerx Designs, and welcome into my Colouricious Sewing Studio. I'm super excited to introduce my new class for Creative Spark called Slash and Sew Mod TV. In this workshop, we're going to get liberated. We're going to go wonky, and we're going to best of all forget about our 1/4-inch seam for the day while we have fun literally slashing and sewing basic units like strips, squares, and rectangles back together while creating these 12-inch Mod TV blocks. Once the block is complete, you can have fun personalizing that center TV screen by choosing a stripe or a wavy zigzag to emulate static, or perhaps you want to fussy cut your favorite designer's motifs, or you could even print out a favorite photo on photo fabric to memorialize or personalize an event or person in your life. Once we get the block complete, I'll show you some basic steps to machine quilting it, and then you can finish it off into a cute wall hanging, or perhaps even a 12-inch pillow, or maybe even use it as the center of a tote bag pattern you might have, or create more Slash and Sew Mod TV blocks to create your own quilty network. So if you're ready to have fun slashing and sewing units back together and getting a little modern with me, I hope you'll join me in class for my new workshop, the Slash and Sew Mod TV. Right. So I wanted to show you some different Mod TVs here. That this is the basic one when you're using kind of the background fabric as your TV screen. Now the TV screen is the last thing on. The class goes step by step through liberated quilting, modern quilting, where you're slashing away at these squares, rectangles, and things, and you're putting together the whole TV block. But I wanted to show you some different varieties of the TV block that I made specifically for the class. So this is your basic Mod TV block. You can see I kind of finished it out with some binding. I did kind of a wavy quilting line there. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Yes, Carl says it is. A wavy quilting line, which is like a serpentine to create almost like, you know, radio waves, TV waves, you know, there. This is another one that was super cute. Same kind of colors there going on, but I used sassafras lanes, really fun fabric there. So you can see it. Here's one using K Fawcett zigzag kind of a stripe to create static. And this one I just did straight 1/4-inch line straight quilting across it. You know, these were all just like test blocks. Here's one that I just cut some licensed fabric out of. I mean, this is just like a fussy cut of just putting something in the screen really quickly. And again, these are all finished out with just fun stuff on the back and just bound around. This is a straight stripe, I guess I would call it. That's a K Fawcett stripe, so you can see that one.
Interference on the TV.
Interference on the TV, as Carl says. And then this one I really love. This is Tula Pink's Everglow, and I fussy cut that lion out. You know, so again, that TV screen is an excellent place to kind of fussy cut your favorite designer's motifs out of. I even added some little buttons here on the side, as you can see, because, you know, those older TVs, well, they're control knobs, but, you know, those older TV sets, you know, had the control knobs there with the feet, if you remember, and the antenna. Now, what's fun is the class also goes into a little bit of detail about, you know, I took a tote bag here that I bought from, let me move this one, a tote bag that I bought from where was this? Walmart, I think, of all places, in the craft department. And I just cut the block down a little bit, maybe cut a 1/2 inch off the finish size, and zigzagged it onto the front, you can see, of this tote bag. So this is something too that you can, just remember you can do with all your orphaned blocks out there. That's another tip I'm just passing on to you, that if you have any orphaned quilt blocks and you want to give a gift to somebody or do something for a guild boutique really fast or something like that, you can just go buy a pre-made tote bag from Michael's Arts and Crafts or Walmart and, zigzag that block onto the front of that bag. Or if you have a favorite tote bag pattern, you just make the tote bag and then zigzag the block on. So it was a little, the pre-made tote bags that are already made, you kind of have to scrunch it up to get it under the needle of your machine, but it's just a really cute idea there, and then it makes a great gift. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about with ModTV, and I go into this in the class, the online classes, here's Molly, our previous office manager. Let's say you wanted to do a memory quilt or, just memorialize somebody in the screen. You have an event that you want to memorialize or something like that. You can print that TV screen out on photo fabric. And so like this is a blank screen or a blank block here, and I've got some pictures of Coco here that I printed out, so I might put her right in the middle. And I just thought I would share kind of my favorite photo fabric. Everybody wants to know what I like to use. Can that be seen there, Carl? So I like this June Taylor Quick Fuse. It's an iron-on fabric sheet, but for inkjet printers. It's a photo fabric, but what is really nifty about June Taylor Quick Fuse iron-on fabric sheets is that it already has the fusible web on the back side. So you, when you're printing your photo, you want to waste a lot of paper. Get your photo, make sure you're centering it in like a 4x6-inch dimension, which is what the pattern says, and then waste a lot of paper to make sure that when you cut around it and round the corners, you're not cutting off your subject. And then when you go to print it, I have found that you really don't need to do anything other than tell your printer to print it at regular settings. If you put it on photo, some printers will lay down way too much ink and it will become much darker than it needs to be. So just keep your settings at normal and try it. You may waste one photo fabric sheet doing your first try at that. But, like I said, it's just a little bit of a test here. This is a really nice photo fabric. So if you're ever looking to do any kind of memory quilts or anything like that, the June Taylor Quick Fuse, I got this at Hobby Lobby. I think Michael's has, or not Michael's, but Walmart might sell it. But it's great. You get 10 sheets. It's not overpriced at all. It's affordable. But like I said, go ahead, waste the paper first, print out as many copies you need. These are some other kind of silly things I printed out here. This was a test on Coco, and it came out a little dark for me. So we just took it off the dark. This was the best setting, and that's what I mean. So when you do the best setting on some of your printers, you're going to lay down way too much ink, and some of your subject is going to get dark. And so this just lightened up a bit. Now you can heat set this color in here. The instructions are on here. Telling you how to do that, to heat set it for washing and things. I don't recommend that. I mean, when you put photos up on photo fabric, I always usually assume that I'm never going to wash the quilt or wash the pillow or whatever I'm doing. It's more of fun of just getting the photo and the subject on the photo and having it be in the screen there. So just some tips and tricks. Again, that on-demand class is up live on the Creative Spark platform. Again, it makes a great gift. I think it's $29.99 right now. That gives you lifetime access with the pattern, so you don't even need the pattern. And that's why it makes a great gift too for anybody you might want to impart that to, because they don't really need to do anything except show up in their jammies to their class on their timeline, And the other class that's up there also is the Wonky Piecing and Easy Applique Mini Mod Dog. And that also includes the pattern. So it's really fun. It's a great platform if you don't know Creative Spark. It's through C&T Publishing. It's their online learning platform, rather like Craftsy used to be. And there's a bunch of amazing teachers up there with classes. It's really a great place to be. And what do we have going? Oh, look, Benita is checking in. Hi, Benita. Happy to see you too. Good morning. Thank you for letting us know. And Linda says, good morning. Hi, Linda. Linda just put up I just posted for anybody who follows us on Instagram or Facebook. Linda was in my workshop last week when I Zoomed up to the Quilt Schenectady, I think I pronounced that wrong, Schenectady Quilt Guild, and I taught my color bugs and curves class, and Linda did an amazing little color bug quilt that is up on my Instagram and social and Facebook pages right now. So if you want to go check that out, that post is up there. It's really cute, Linda. Thank you for checking in today, by the way. Okay.
Let's see what Coco's up to.
Let's see what
she's turned herself around.
Yeah, Coco is being
like
what?
Reclusive.
Howard
Hughes.
Yeah, she's you know, it's the cone.
And again, that is not a still shot. She is just decided to go to sleep.
Yes. Well, she's ignoring us.
Yes.
Because she doesn't like being photographed in her cone.
That's
so
right.
Anyway, that is our Fab Friday program for this morning. I'm so glad that we were able to get up on the air and get everything streaming here, and you guys are checking in. We are endeavoring to do this once a month again. We're going to be returning in April with a tutorial at this point. But please go check out the Quilt Show. Enter in that contest if you want to put that card up again, Carl. There it is, the Quilt Show giveaway. That's all up through, I think you can enter in through March 18th. So just go over to www.thequiltshow.com, click the link at the very top in yellow. It says Enter International Quilting Weekend Contest, and you will enter yourself in to win an amazing Kay Fawcett Bernina machine or other prizes that they're giving away. It's our good friends at the Quilt Show. And also, if you want to check out the layered and stitched art quilt experience, go to the Colourwerx page. The front page, there's a link right there on colourwerx.com. This is an event that I'm participating in with all the amazing teachers there. It's a one-time registration fee for 2 days of learning about how to do art quilt embellishments. So with that, we're going to wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy quilting, everybody. We will see you again next month. And thank you so much for checking in and hanging with us today while we got back up on the air with all the
gremlins
the gremlins of Facebook. I think we've worked it out finally with everything going on with new technology. It's a whole new world out there. So
every week it's a whole new world.
Every day it's a whole new world. So with that, we're going to say bye-bye. Happy quilting. We'll see you on the quilt road soon. Happy colorlicious quilting, everybody.
Bye.